Okay, good day everyone. So this time our focus is solving rational inequality. So may we consider the given example on the board. We have there 2x all over x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 1. So the first step is to equate the given inequality to 0. So we do it. We have uh, 2x all over x plus 1 minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. So we transpose positive 1 to the other side. And then you have to get the LCD. The LCD is x plus 1. X plus 1 divided by x plus 1 is 1 times 2x is 2x minus x plus 1 divided by 1 is x plus 1 times 1 is x plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. And then we simplify it further. We have x plus 1. We have 2x. Distribute minus there. Minus x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. And then simplifying it further, we have 2x minus x minus 1 all over x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. And then you have to equate what the numerator and denominator to 0. So we have there x minus 1 equals 0. So that is x equals 1. So x equals 1 is 0 to the given rational inequality. And then x plus 1 equals 0. So we have x equals negative 1. X equals negative 1 will make our inequality undefined. Therefore, x equals negative 1 is not a solution to the given rational inequality. So representing that using our number line, so it would appear like this. So negative 1, positive 1. And then since negative 1 is not a solution to the given rational inequality, we're going to assign a hollow circle. And then since 1 is a 0 to the given rational inequality, so we're going to use a solid circle. Okay? So out of this, we're going to come up with an interval in order to assign to our columns or headers in our table of signs. We call this one the table of signs. Okay? Table of signs. One way of identifying the solution set of given rational inequality. So our first interval is to the left of negative 1. So that's going to be x is less than negative 1. And then our next interval is between negative 1 and 1. So that's going to be x is greater than negative 1 but less than positive 1. Okay? And then our next interval is to the right of 1, including 1. So that's going to be x is greater than or equal to 1. And then we're going to identify a test point. A test point is a value within the interval. So cite a value to the left of negative 1, say x is negative 2. And then cite a value between negative 1 and 1, say x is 0. And then cite a value to the right of positive 1, say x is 2. And then we're going to place our numerator there, x minus 1, our denominator, x plus 1, and the entire numerator and denominator, x minus 1 all over x plus 1. And then we substitute our test point in our numerator. So negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3, so we place there negative. Use this one, 0. 0 minus 1 is negative 1, that's still negative. When x is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, so it's positive. Okay, we move to our denominator. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1, so it's negative. 0 plus 1 is 1, so it's positive. And then 2 plus 1 is 3, that's positive. And then we divide the numerator over the denominator. Negative divided by negative is positive. Negative divided by positive is negative. Positive divided by positive is positive. And since our symbol there is greater than or equal to 1, so we consider all positive values. So these are our possible solution set, the intervals, through which we have their positive values. Okay, so x is less than negative 1 and x is greater than or equal to positive 1 are the possible solution set to the given rational inequality. So writing that, we have there, the solution set will be x, which are element of the real number system, such that x is less than negative 1 or x is greater than or equal to positive 1. Or you can also write it as, okay, we have there, to the left of negative 1, so negative infinity, negative 1. And then, we just use a parenthesis because negative 1 is not included. Union, 1. And then, positive infinity. So, we use an open brace because 1 is included. So, this means to say that the possible solution set of our rational inequality are found within this range. All values to the right of positive 1 and all values to the left of negative 1, excluding negative 1, in here including positive 1 because it's a solid circle, excluding negative 1 because it's a hollow circle. So hollow means excluded, solid means included. Okay, so thank you.